I was sitting in my third grade classroom, and they had to close the blinds because they could see the smoke from 20 miles away. And they didn't tell us anything, so they just closed the blinds, turned the lights off, and I went home to my grandma's house and turned on the TV, and I saw what happened.
My father is a police officer in New York City. He was there. He got there when Building 7 went down, and my uncle was there, and my cousin, Thomas Hines, died there.
This is symbolism, okay? And when the cadets look at this, they should briefly reflect back on who they are, why they're here, and collectively what we're about as Americans.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Lieutenant General John W. Rosa, President of the Citadel, his wife, Donna, our Board of Visitors, and the South Carolina Corps of Cadets, we welcome you to our campus and today's events. On September 11th, 2001, the citizens of the United States personally experienced the War on Terror with the attacks of the World Trade Center in New York City, the Pentagon in Arlington, Virginia, and a rural area near Shanksville, Pennsylvania, with the United Airlines Flight 93. This week marked the 12th anniversary of these horrific events. Since then, the United States has dedicated itself to fighting these threats on many fronts, with the courageous men and women of all of our military services whose mission is defending freedom worldwide. Some have given the ultimate sacrifice to include 18 Citadel alumni whose names are inscribed outside the wall of Summerall Chapel. As a result of 9/11 and all that followed, veterans have developed a special bond with firemen and first responders nationwide. Several quality organizations have become partners to assist our most severely injured. The Gary Sinise Foundation, the Fire Department of New York Fire Family Transport Foundation, and the Firefighters Assisting Armed Forces Families. They have merged, forming the Independence Fund to spearhead this effort. Today, we are pleased to welcome some of these brave wounded warriors and their families as our very special guests. In recognition of the prominent role that the Citadel alumni have played in the nation's defense, and as a historical memorial to the events of September 11th, 2001, a unique exhibit has been made possible by the representatives of the Independence Fund and the Fire Department of New York, with the financial support of the Citadel School of Humanities and Social Science Advisory Board. Presenting an engineered steel fragment is Mr. John Woodall of the Independence Fund. He is assisted by Chief John Dillon of the Fire Department of New York and accompanied by Mr. Danny Prince, Mr. Mike Galgano, and Mr. Buddy Ducalo, also from the Fire Department of New York. Transferring the exhibit are Cadets Drew and Colin Buring, sons of Lieutenant Colonel Charles Buring, United States Army, and Citadel class of 1985, who lost his life while serving with the 3rd Special Forces Group in Iraq, and Cadet Master Sergeant Rosemary Eggers, whose brother, Captain Daniel Eggers, United States Army and Citadel class of 1997, was killed in action in Afghanistan, also while serving the 3rd Special Forces Group. Accepting on behalf of the Citadel are Colonel Doug Snyder, representing the Board of Visitors, Brigadier General Sam Hines, Provost of the College, and Cadet Colonel Colin Hicks, Regimental Commander of the Corps of Cadets. Joining them are Major General Eli Wishart, Ms. Stacy Pearsall, Chairman of the member of the School of Humanities and Social Science Advisory Board, along with Dr. Bo Moore, Dean of the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. The exhibit will be displayed in Capers Hall, along with combat photographs provided by Captain Nicholas Mercurio, Flight Commander of the 1st Combat Squadron at Joint Base Charleston. The inscription reads, "This fragment of a floor beam came from the wreckage of the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center. The remaining piece of the steel is displayed here in memory of those persons who lost their lives as a result of the attack on the World Trade Center in New York City, the Pentagon in Arlington, Virginia, and the United Airlines Flight 93 near Shanksville, Pennsylvania, on September 11th, 2001. It is dedicated to them at the Citadel in Charleston, South Carolina on September 11th, 2013.
I don't think I completely grasp what's going on. I see the footage now and I'm like, wow, like I know where that is, and I've been there a million times afterwards, and it hit me a little harder now seeing the footage earlier this week in class than it did when I was that young, because I don't think I've seen it since then.
I was a battalion chief, and the fire department specifically, we lost 343 men. I knew of those 343 just over 100 men, and arguably some of the best men I ever met in my life. Good afternoon. This site, the new home of our 9/11 steel, is perfect. The Citadel has such a great history of serving the nation both in peace and war. In 2001, we entered not only into a new century, but a new chapter in our nation's history. This steel is to serve as a reminder to be ever vigilant to the potential threats to our nation's democracy. We are one of a kind in this world. Others, to their credit, have tried to replicate what we have and what makes us different. The difference is that we truly believe in our minds, hearts, and souls that we are as good as the words on paper say we are. The veterans and their families and friends before us here today have paid the fee and continue to pay the rent on our daily bread, our precious freedoms, and our national honor. Your nation was attacked and you answered the call. Thank you. It is therefore our honor as the New York City Fire Department and the citizens of this exceptional nation to present the Citadel with this piece of our national history. Never forget who we are. We are the United States of America. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and join us in a moment of silence, followed by a musical tribute.
It was one of those things where everyone knew someone that lost their life. So going to school, I know you don't see kids for about a week, and there's funerals like banging them out every day. So it was, yeah.
My father, when I remember when he came home for the first time, and he was covered in white, and I would say, to describe it would be white ash. He was just covered completely in white ash.
We have a piece in our firehouse of the trade centers, and so I kind of knew that they gave those out to all the fire departments, and it was cool that they recognized the Citadel, that our memorial can now have one. I think it means a lot that they even, because I come to the Citadel, no one even knew what the Citadel was where I'm from, so that they even recognized us and recognized our memorial was nice.
I miss normal routine, normal for the world. Peace, not war. That's it. I'm blessed with life, with health, with family, I'm surrounded by wonderful people in the United States of America, and much more than that, I couldn't ask for.
I think it's really cool that they came down. I know my family, we're all firemen, and I know people that lost their lives, and I think that being able to still memorialize it 10, 11 years after the fact, it means a lot. And definitely at an institution like this, that everyone wants to go into the service to serve their country, like the firemen served us that day. I think it means a lot, and it's very important to us.